Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Tuesday evening. San Antonio plus a day or two. Um, I'm feeling a little under the weather, and in my video this morning, I was joking because I shared a reel of Miley Cyrus uh talking with like this terrible raspy, cigarette smoking voice, and I definitely feel that. But the funny thing is that had I known how I'm feeling today, I think I still would have gone to San Antonio because their Riverwalk is just a blast. Um, and I think I mentioned in one of the videos that Alan and I were like, if we miss our plane, we miss our plane. And gives us another day on the boardwalk. Um, the, I
Yeah,
think
we
our
did say that.
yeah, I think our two favorite places. First was the Hofbrau, which is open air. And for those of you not familiar with the boardwalk, so it's basically like a 8 or 10 foot channel, which I'm surprised more drunks do not fall in that river because there's
Or
no
get
railing.
or
There's
or kids get pushed in there. Yeah.
yeah, right, exactly. Um, so and they have these bars and restaurants that line up this river walk that you can just kind of stop in and whatnot. They have I'm gonna say bands. They have live music. Usually it's a guy and a guitar or a couple of people. But like I said, I think our favorite places are the Hofbrau, which is open. Um, I don't think we really listen to music there, but the
Oh
new
yeah,
one
we
is
did.
the.
Remember that guy was playing?
But didn't I thought he stopped as soon as we got there?
Oh
Um,
yeah, no, we only played a couple songs. Yeah.
yeah, and the other one was Dirty Nelly's, which is an Irish bar, and it's
Oh,
so in
that
that
seems to be your favorite. That's your new favorite place.
and that bar is enclosed. Like you walk through the door and they have like three different sections. So they have like your entry level section, and then they have a guy playing the piano, um, which is he's a riot. And then they have the third section, which is the bar in the back. So um, met some people there, met some people from Wisconsin, believe it or not. Um, so yeah, it's like I said, it's gosh, the Riverwalk is amazing. So it's just a lot of fun. Um, so I I'm starting to trade. Um, I'm still trying to convince Alan to I got a shopping list for this iMac setup. Um, Nivea's reporting after hours, and I believe they did well from everything I've seen. They beat estimates. They're at the forefront of AI, but yet they're down. And actually, I think when Alan and I first started talking, they were down less than 1%, and now they're down 1.43. And I'll show you why. I think a lot has to do with expectations. Um, but if you go look at Nivea's daily chart, um, they're at a high here, and their 20-day SMA is sitting down at 457. So 50 points lower is their 20-day SMA. So they're kind of extended. I don't
Hey,
believe they got
it doesn't get any further extent
right. Yeah. So, and I'm not good at math. So 50 over, so that's, I think, 10%. 50 points over 500
over
is,
10%.
yeah, 10%. So
So
basically,
I'd say 12.5%.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if they drop, or if they kind of just settle and let the 20-day SMA catch up. Um, I noticed in their option chain, um, a lot hanging out at the 500 strike. And granted, it's a round number, but those options are $17 a pop. Um, and they traded 34,000 of those today, which is basically the highest number that we see here. Um, they do have some down below, um, 10,000, 8,000, 8, 8, 11. but then they have this 34, this 12 and 12. So I don't think they're going to drop much more. Tomorrow will be interesting because it's a full day of trading, but I have a feeling that a lot of people are taking
So
off.
were you long or short on your options for the NVDA?
I'm not playing that. That's way
Why
out of
not?
my league. I don't have $1,700 to buy a $500 contract.
Brian, remember we
Let's
talked about that.
let's go.
The reason Alan did not do it, and Alan has a large sum in his options account, is because it wasn't a good trade. If you take the earnings app that we created and look at what the percentage of the options were from calls and puts, it was a neutral trade. A neutral trade will lose you money every time.
Yeah. And
You don't
basically,
have a two. So on the puts, you need a 2-time advantage. On the calls, you need a 4-time advantage. Unless
yeah,
you have that, it's a no trade.
right. So if they were selling $400 worth of calls and $100 worth of puts, that may give you some indication to kind of be bullish on
Yeah.
earnings.
So the thing is because the stock drops twice as fast as it goes up, and it's 75% chance of it going down on earnings, you always want to be playing the downside.
Yeah. What do they say? Escalator up, elevator down. Because you get
Yeah.
those huge drops because there's fear when a stock starts rolling over, people start getting out, which compounds the selling, which signals more selling. So you have these huge red candles. So let me look today. So what I did today is Oxy, and let me look at this on the 5-minute chart. And I kind of fought with Oxy. Because
Well, what percentage gain did you make today, Brian?
did I do 5 or 6? It was under 10%. I was pretty flat. Let me draw the 5-minute high, which is right here. And if you notice, we were above it, went below it, and we kind of just bounced around here for like, let me count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's what, 45 minutes? 10, 20, 30, actually it's more. Over an hour. That it just kind of went flat. So you can't force these trades. You kind of need to look for patterns. And in this 5
So,
minute,
in your expert opinion, Brian, what was the trade to do today?
what trade do
MasterCard? Bring up MasterCard. That was a nice 5-minute trade today.
let's go look at MasterCard. But actually let me do this because like I said, I'm trying not to hit the scroll button because it screws up the chart. This candle is a pretty huge candle. The 5-minute app will tell you how big as a percentage that candle is. And the bigger that first candle, the less likely you want to trade it. So
What's the percentage you're looking for?
You're gonna make me try to remember because it's green, yellow, and red.
So you want anything that's below 1% is the trade. So when you're on the 5-minute app, what you're looking for is a trade that is under 1%. Now, obviously, that may not be able to occur, but the thing is, that's the game plan. And an under 1% on the app, is a 90% trade. Means that you're going to take that trade every time. You're going to put the stop below the 5 minute. It'll give you a quick indication in and out. And on the first half hour, you want to be out by 10 a.m.
Yeah. And let me do this.
So
This
I'll
is gonna,
bring up.
this is gonna take a minute, but let me do this. And while I'm doing that, I wonder if I can run it off of the thing. On the contrary,
So the MasterCard is a 0.48%. And Google was 0.44%.
yeah, and so I'm gonna go back to GOOG after we look at MA.
And Raytheon was a 0.20%. So
And
basically, you want the lowest you can get.
so,
Raytheon was a nice short, and then MasterCard and Google were nice longs.
well, okay, so here's MA, MasterCard, which, yeah, we did break out early, a 9:30, 35, 9:40. But look at this 9 a.m. thing. This is a 9 a.m. reversal. We see this all the time, and we'll see this with
Are you
Google as
talking
well.
about 10 a.m. Your time?
Yes, 10 a.m. your time, 9 a.m. my time.
Yeah. So the rule is on the 5 minute app, which Brian's saying is that you want to buy in 9:30, 9:30. Well, it'd be 9:35 Eastern, 9:37, 9:38, and because you know the reversal comes at 10, you always want to sell. Wait and see if it picks back up, because it'll
Yeah.
reverse again, like at 10:15, 10:30, 10:40.
Well, and look at this. Here's the 5 minute low. We came close, but we never broke below it. And here's your next signal to go along. So yeah, like Alan said, this would have been a good 5 minute trade. Google on the 5 minute.
You would have got out at 10 o'clock Eastern.
Again, here's your chop.
I don't even have to look at it. That's how it works.
Yeah. And I traded this.
Oh, so you're a long Google?
I was long Google here, I think. And I traded this up. So that's where my gains came. Now, the one that I'm kicking myself on, because I was short RTX. And it's just me being me.
Brian, if you stick to your rules, you don't have to worry about it. So you'd have been short, and then you would have ran it all the way to the longest point.
I think this candle got me out short. And then right after I got out, we had this huge red candle. And then we kind of just trailed off the rest of the day.
So
and
Brian,
that would have been
let me show you how you do this. So what you do is you want to take a key time. So do you see that second reversal there?
First, second here.
In second reversal, that's a key number. You put a line there. You follow me?
Yeah.
That's a strong area. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a line on the fourth reversal. So these are going to be you're telling you when to get out. But see, it never broke it. So there's nothing on that chart that would tell me to get out of that trade all day long.
Right. And that was basically me trying to protect profits, or me like not letting it run. And that's, like I said, one thing I need to work on is to let the trade play out and know. So if you're short, this is your stop right here, this 5 minute low. We weren't even close to that.
So what you got to do is take the emotions out. This is for everybody. This is a complete mathematical algorithm that's going on. It's discipline. It's following a set rule, not leaving that rule and let it ride because there's nothing to tell you to get out of it. Now, the only thing you want to get out of is you want to get out of it by the end of the day.
Right.
That's the only thing is you don't want to hold overnights if you want to be profitable. Now, if you want to be a gambler, which is okay, then go ahead and throw all the chips into the center of the table. And if it starts down tomorrow, you're fine. If it starts up $1, you're screwed and you lost all your profits and all your gains and all your money. And then you could go ahead and get a plaque on the wall that says, I'm a gambler, and then go ahead and you'll be in good company with Kenny Rogers.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I think the thing is that we did a lot tonight. We went a lot with the rules. We showed them how the app is working in terms of the earnings app and how that was playing out too. If you went to Lowe's, you'd see the earnings app had Lowe's all along for the day to be short. It was a large short position. Puts were in play. So,
Yeah, and if you
you
look
know,
at if you look at Lowe's, because we were talking about this earlier, so this is the daily. This gap right here, I believe, was Home Depot's earnings last week. So Home Depot had good earnings, we gapped up, and now these earnings are kind of, and actually, they recovered. They ended the day green, but they're still quite below 204, let's say 6 points under, which is 3% under their kind of level. So
good
yeah.
job, Brandon.
I'm gonna
So
go.
we're going to focus more on rules going forward in these things. If I can do some screenshots, I will. I'm not sure how to do it on my phone. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you when to get in, when to get out, where Brian will, because I've been doing some mentoring with him so he understands the rules. So that'll help everybody.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, my main thing with Oxy was I was trying to force that trade. I wasn't letting it play out. And it was basically just tiptoeing around the 5-minute high and low, or the 5-minute high, which doesn't do much for options. So I'm going to go nurse my
day trading.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you need stuff to move. So yeah. So I'm gonna go nurse my throat. Hopefully you kind of recover over there. We got snow this morning. I don't know about you, but
No, it's raining here.
Yeah. So when it gets to I think it was like 34 degrees. So it was kind of like snow and rain mix, which is, I think, was our first time. So, yeah, I'm hoping Alan buys his house down in San Antonio soon. We can we can have board meetings out in that front little section. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I don't know, reach out, chat, and we'll talk to you guys soon. So have an incredible Thanksgiving. I hope you guys get to spend it with family, get to kind of recharge and just enjoy each other's company. So we will talk to you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Good job. Bye now.